Zeusman, how we doing? How's everything going, my friend? Pro wrestling fan, I assume? Ahmad, what's up, brother? What belt are you talking about? You talking about the WWE Championship or the older one, the eagle underneath it? You know, because my all-time favorite belt is the eagle one back there. That second one. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Turnbuckle Topics. Going to talk all things pro wrestling this evening. Hopefully everybody had a great Thursday. If you're new here, be sure to hit the thumbs up as well as hit the subscribe button. Most importantly, again, if you're a pro wrestling fan, every Monday and Friday after Raw and SmackDown, I'm on here for a full review of the show. So my next live will be tomorrow night, immediately following Friday Night SmackDown. Again, full review of the show. Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about everything pro wrestling today. Nothing too in particular. The WWE Heavyweight one. All right, Ahmad. Sounds good. Again, Ahmad and many others, if you're new here, be sure to hit that like button and be sure to hit that subscribe button as well. What's up, Rajat? How we doing? All good, man. Hope you're doing good. Hope all is well with you too, comrade. Hope all is good. Will Ospreay. You a big fan of Will Ospreay? LL, what's going on today, guys? Again, hit that subscribe button if you have not already. On the road to 800 subs, as well as hit that thumbs up button, guys. You make your way in. Be sure you hit that thumbs up in the chat. Hit that like. I'll be glad to answer your pro wrestling related questions today as we go forward. When is Dean Ambrose? We'll get back into WWE. I don't know if that day's ever going to happen, Ahmad. I'll be honest with you, man. I like Ambrose. I got to be honest, though. I like him as Jon Moxley in AEW. I think he's doing a fantastic job as world champion. And, you know, to be honest, I don't think he has any desire to come back to WWE. I think one day him, Roman, and Seth will all go in the Hall of Fame together in the Shield. But I don't see, you know, Moxley or Ambrose coming back to WWE to wrestle anytime soon. Never say never, right? Bret Hart returned one day. CM Punk returned last year, 2 years ago. So who knows? But yeah, I think Moxley's pretty content. His wife Renee, she works for AEW as well. So yeah, that's right. What's up, Wiccan? How you doing, buddy? Big fan of Ospreay? Yeah, me too, Rajat. Me too, man. Big fan of Ospreay. Love what he's doing. It's been fun thus far, the past year in AEW for him. You know, as a babyface, it's been cool. Again, guys, be sure to hit that subscribe button as you make your way in here if you're new. And hit that thumbs up button. I promise. Just subscribe and a like. Don't cost you anything. I'll be glad to answer your pro wrestling related questions as I do every time when I go live here on YouTube and even when I go live on TikTok. If you have a TikTok account or an Instagram, go and follow me on there as well. At Turnbuckle, TOPIX. CM Punk win the Chamber, you think? Yeah, I think it's up to as I was saying last night. I know you weren't here with me last night, Rashad, but I was saying I think Cena or Punk, it's theirs for the taking. I mean, those are the two obvious favorites. My heart is saying Cena, my mind is saying Punk. So, Cal, what's going on, brother? I just found out Demolition signed a WWE Legends deal. Yeah, Wiccan, yeah, they signed last week. So hopefully that means that Demolition's going into the Hall of Fame. That would be great. As me and you have been saying for a long time, we'd love to see it. What are you saying no, bro, to? As far as Cena winning it? You want your buddy CM Punk to win? Look, I think there's a little bit more likelihood of Punk winning it, although I would love to see Cena win it. But I don't think, you know, Cena gets that title match just yet at Mania, perhaps. Doing good, Cal. How we doing today, guys? How we doing in the chat again? Thank you guys for being here with me on this Thursday, wherever you are, depending what time it is. Again, guys, hit that subscribe button. I know many of you, like Rajat, a couple of new people in here. Ahmad, LL, and so on. Zeusman, new here. Sure to hit that subscribe and that thumbs up. All of that helps the channel for sure. Doing good, Cal. Doing good, brother. Let's see. So, what's your opinion? Jey Uso beats Cena in Royal Rumble. Is it worth it? Well, I'll tell you what, Ahmad. I mean, it's gonna be worth it if Jey Uso goes on to beat Gunther, right? I think that will be plenty worth it. I'm sure Jey Uso would say it's worth it even getting the opportunity at Mania. So I'm okay with that. You know, I think I didn't have Cena winning the Rumble. I thought Punk was going to win the Rumble, to be honest with you. But you know, Cena coming out with that instant gratification if he came out winning the Rumble and then, you know, potentially winning it, winning the title at Mania right away. I think that's too much too soon for Cena. I get it; it's his last year, but you want to make it an epic journey. You don't want to give him everything in the first 3-4 months. You know what I'm saying? So, how will we make CM Punk win the triple? If he himself has said this. Yeah, so who knows? You know, first Punk's got to go out there and win the Elimination Chamber. Will that happen? Who knows? I think he's got a damn good shot at it. And if he doesn't get in it, and a guy like Cena does win, is that when he calls in a favor to Heyman and says, "Hey, man, you know, we got to figure out a way to get me a title opportunity at Mania." Uh, so we'll see. We're going to know obviously a lot after March 1st. After the Chamber happens, we're going to know what we're looking at going forward. Would you be happy Drew McIntyre win the Chamber? Yeah, even though I don't think it's likely at all, Cal, I would have no problem with Drew winning it realistically. I'd be shocked. I'm open for a Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre feud any day of the week, title or non-title, but you know, I just don't see that happening at this point in time. But look, if it happens, that would be probably as surprising as Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble, but we'll see. So we'll see what happens there. Some of you just filing in here, welcome guys. Again, hit that subscribe button as soon as you make your way in here. Mondays, Fridays in here after Raw and SmackDown full review of the show. Hit that thumbs up button. All right, guys, hit that like button as well as subscribing to Turnbuckle Topics. Let's see here. Are they really making Roman Reigns overrated? Well, I don't think Roman has ever been overrated in my estimation. I mean, I'm a big fan of his, so but I say that unbiasedly. I think he deserves and has earned everything he's been given. I think his run the last 3 or 4 years needs to be studied. It was amazing. And, you know, I don't think he even touches or sniffs a title in 2025. And that's okay. You know, that's okay. Thank you, Ahmad. Appreciate you, brother. Do what Ahmad does, guys. Hit that subscribe button, like my brother Ahmad here. Drew McIntyre would beat Cody Rhodes. You think that, Cal? You think Drew would beat him outright? I know you want KO to beat Cody, but... Cal, I'm getting there, brother. Thank you. I'm doing much better than the last few days. What's up, bro? How we doing there, Charles? How we doing? Val, how we doing there? Great seeing you as always, Val. I made it on here earlier in the day. Usually I have late night YouTube lives. Great seeing you, Val. So versus 2012, WWE's I know in advance who was winning. Yeah, I mean, it's all scripted, right, Rajat? We know that. But, you know, WWE and pro wrestling in general, it's fun, man. It's fun. Like they say, it's... and plenty of women watch pro wrestling too, whether it's WWE, AEW, regardless what it is. But we call it a man's soap opera, right? So we enjoy it. Love you too, Val. Hope all is well with you. I know I haven't been down to your neck of the woods in years, but I hope to get down there sometime soon. What percent of Roman success would you give to Paul Heyman? Wiccan, what I will say is this. I think Roman did a lot of the legwork on his own over time, but what I will say is this, to give Heyman his flowers without question. Heyman is one of the, if not the greatest manager of all time. You know, Heyman pairing with Roman right from Jump Street when Roman returned in 2020, right? Thunderdome era days. I think setting the tone with Heyman and Roman initially was A, not only did we know from the get-go that Roman was basically a heel, but B, that's when people began to take him serious. I think not to say Roman would not have been taken as serious as a heel, because I think when he returned at SummerSlam 2020 was amazing, taking out the Fiend and stuff, but it gave Roman that legitimacy. And it just grew. You know, I think the timing was good. I think him organically coming into this new character during the tail end of the Thunderdome era, or he had quite a while, actually, the better part of a year to get into this whole shtick, right? From August/September of 2020 till July 2021, when they finally went back to a live crowd around that time, Roman had a whole year to really create this new character alongside Heyman and such, and the beginnings of the bloodline with Jey Uso and the Usos. So I credit Heyman just as much as I credit the Thunderdome era for the success of Roman Reigns' Tribal Chief run. But that takes nothing away from Roman. Roman's been nothing short of fantastic, to say the least. Dad hitting tennis balls. Oh, is he really? Nice, nice. Please tell Dad I said hello. I spoke to him yesterday. Tell him I said hello. Um, Speed entrance in the Royal Rumble. That was something. That was something, Ahmad. I'm not a big fan of celebrities popping in and taking a spot of a year-round wrestler like Pat McAfee last year. But you know what? It's all in good fun. It's going to do WWE big numbers, so it was fun. Braun Breaker gave him a vicious spear. That was wild. KO beat Cody. Jugger, what's up? Can I have one of your championship belts? You got to wrestle me for it, though. All right? Can we at least make it fair? Get a referee. Who do you think is going to win the chamber? So for the women, I'm leaning towards Bianca. For the men, I'm up in the air, man. At first, I was going with Cena. Now I'm thinking it's going to be more so Punk. I'll make a decision the day of. It's going to be a game time decision between Punk and Cena. TNA, Cal, tonight, I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but I will definitely read up on it. Paul Heyman was the voice and instant shock factor. He was missing, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you there, Wiccan. Miss J, how are we doing? Hope you're having a great Thursday. You and everyone else in here. Wiccan, but again, Heyman initially getting with Roman was huge. The shock backstage when we saw him. I was actually watching the Roman documentary from that Evil series on Peacock that came out in 2023 or so. I was watching that last week and brought us back to the beginning stage of Roman coming back at SummerSlam 2020, taking out The Fiend, being introduced with Paul Heyman backstage, Adam Pearce and all that. So, and what a time, man. What a time. I'm so fond of Roman for no reason. There'll be a match. He will join Ospreay. Are you saying, Rajat, you would like to one day see like a Roman Reigns go up against a Will Ospreigh? It's something I'd like to see. I'd like to see Jay White one day go up against a Seth Rollins and such, so, and vice versa. So that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Guys, welcome in here. If you just got here, hit that thumbs up. Hit the like button. It helps the channel. Everything you do, comments, likes, subscribing as well, obviously. Hit that notifications bell for when I come on here. Tomorrow night, I'll be on here for the full SmackDown review immediately following Friday Night SmackDown, obviously. Hanan, how we doing? Hopefully I pronounced that right. How you doing, my friend? Again, guys, hit that subscribe and thumbs up as soon as you get in here. Thank you, thank you. So we're talking all kinds of things. We're talking, obviously, a lot of Elimination Chamber, as I discussed with some of you last night. We're talking AEW Revolution. That's shaping up to be a great card as well. Again, a lot's been said about AEW, but one thing we do know is they know how to put on a pay-per-view. Weekly television is very inconsistent, but that's going on. TNA, they have a show tonight. And then SmackDown tomorrow night. We got a couple matches scheduled. We have Pretty Deadly versus DIY for their tag team titles. And we have Drew McIntyre versus Big Jimmy Uso tomorrow night. So what's the subject of the day? There you go, Miss J. It's like I knew you were going to ask it. If KO and CM Punk fight, who would win? That'd be a great feud. I'd love to see that sometime in 2025, Cal. I don't know, man. I don't know. I would like to see KO go over. I don't know if that would be the case, though. Charles, what's up, brother? Statlander needs to work like a big woman instead of doing all these flips, flops just to get the 2 count. I hear you. I mean, that's the weird thing about Stat. She's of bigger stature, no pun intended, with the stat bit, but she can definitely move great for a taller, bigger, broader, stronger woman. And I think she's just trying to showcase that. I don't think she's trying to be a female Young Bucks or anything like that. I just think, I realistically think Chris Statlander is the total package, and I don't mind her showing that off. I've watched her around here in the tri-state area coming through the independent scene in 2017, 2018, 2019. And, before she got that AEW contract, she's phenomenal. She's fantastic. So, again, Chris Statlander, I hope to see her become world heavyweight champion one day. That would be great. That would be great. Appreciate you guys who just got in here. Again, thank you. Hit that sub button. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that like. Who do you think acts like The Miz in AEW? Well, obviously, a lot of people refer to MJF. I think that's an outright comparison. But I don't know. As far as acts like The Miz, there's nobody else that really stands out to me in that regard that I've been like, oh, man. There's been many times I've watched both WWE or AEW, and one reminds me of the other in another company. But nothing jumps out at me. You're watching KO beat The Miz for the IC title. What is going on with the Finn Balor and this losing streak, rather? Do you think he gets taken off for a repackaging? Wiccan, one can only hope when we get this new member of the Judgment Day, right, that Finn gets booted. It's best for him, right? There's nothing that resonates with him anymore in the Judgment Day, especially since JD McDonough, his Irish brother, right, his buddy's been out sidelined with an injury the last couple of weeks. There's nothing for him there. Raquel, Liv, Dom, Carlito, there's nothing for Finn. He needs to be on his way out. And we'll see what that means. Does that mean he's still a heel? Does that mean he goes and slides into a babyface role for the first time in 2+ years or so? So, yeah, about 2 years, right? Or is it, yeah, 2.5 years? So we'll see, man. We'll see. Obviously, we're hoping something comes of Finn Balor going forward, man. But, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily put Finn in title contention. Maybe he gets some wins first, but we'll see. I mean, Finn, he's been U.S. champion, obviously. Has Finn ever been Intercontinental champion? Maybe he has. Yeah, he has, right? Thinking back to WrestleMania 34, around that time when Seth and Finn and a few of them other guys, Miz, they were all. I feel like it was hot potato with the IC title around that time, 17, 18, 19. So we'll see what happens in that regard. Appreciate you guys joining me on this Thursday evening, wherever you are. I'm going to hang with you guys probably till for at least another 10 minutes. We'll see. Maybe I'll hop on TikTok for a little bit as well. Just wanted to check in, see how you guys are doing. Again, be sure to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, guys. And for those watching TNA tonight, enjoy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do so, but we'll see. Hey, Rachel. Yes, I'm here. I'm popping up everywhere lately. How you doing? I've been saying yesterday that Carmelo Hayes is the only pay-per-view that he's been in a Royal Rumble. It's been a Survivor Series. Yeah, that he has. I mean, Braun Breaker is the Intercontinental Champion, though, Cal. That's a much different thing when you're going on a show and defending a title, opposed to just appearing on a show because you're an NXT standout that is now on the main roster. So Carmelo will get his time. But all eyes on Braun Breaker right now. Nice. Hopefully you're having some good, Rachel. Yeah, I'm going to have some dinner later. Trying to think of questions to make you think. Hey, Wiccan, I'm here for it, man. Yeah, pick my brain, guys. Feel free. What year was it when Kevin Owens joined the main roster? I want to say, it was first teased in 2015, right, when he answered Cena's challenge. So, did he remain on the main roster in 2015? I feel like he did. I feel like later part of 2015, Owens might have came on the main roster full time, much like we saw the summer of 2015 in July that we had a few other call-ups, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and then Sasha eventually made her way full-time when she dropped the NXT Women's Championship at Brooklyn TakeOver 1, August 2015, which many people still talk about to this day, 10 years ago, how great of a match that was. That really established the women's division on NXT. So, baked chicken and rice. Oh, sounds good, Rachel. Make me a plate. What do you think about Willow Nightingale? I think Willow Nightingale is absolutely incredible. Again, much like Statlander, and I know they've feuded a lot and been friends on AEW the last year or two. Seen a lot of her work, again, mainly in this tri-state area as well, for years. And Willow's been great. It was a matter of time till she would get an opportunity. She eventually got that opportunity late 2022, early 2023. And she's had a hell of a run in and outside of AEW, whether it was going against Mercedes for that New Japan Strong title to become inaugural champion when Mercedes got hurt May of 2023. Whether it was, some notable feuds she's had on AEW, becoming a champion for TBS title for a little bit, winning the CMLL title over there after Stephanie Vaquer had to relinquish it to go to NXT. So Willow's done a great job, whether it's for a Japan promotion, for a Mexican promotion, for here in the States. So good for her, man. Who do you think will win a title first, KO or Carmelo Hayes? What do you mean? I mean, KO's... You mean the next person to win a title again? I mean, KO's pretty much damn near done it all, right? On the main roster. But who do you think's going to win a title again in 2025 first, KO or Melo? I'd have to venture and probably say Melo, man. Wiccan, Aleister Black returns. Did they use the vignettes they were using when he left? Or that's a great point, Wiccan. Remember those vignettes we were seeing in early or mid 2021 before he suddenly... And then I think he showed up on one episode of SmackDown finally, took somebody out, and then he was gone. And then he was released. And then he was obviously feuding with Cody Rhodes for a little bit when he joined AEW at some point in 2021. So, and I remember that like it was yesterday, watching SmackDown on Fox with Aleister Black and these vignettes. And I can't believe that was the better part of 4 years ago, man. So, no, he jumps into something new. He doesn't pick up where he leaves off. The one thing that I do hope he picks up where he left off was his theme music, right? I think a lot of us could agree on Aleister Black having phenomenal theme music. But outside of that, man, I don't really know. I have a feeling that the first title they're going to give Carmelo Hayes is the U.S. title. Yeah, that's a great assumption, Cal. I think he wins a mid-card title before he wins anything else. And, being that he's on SmackDown, that's the mid-card title there. So it makes sense. Definitely see Carmelo as a very good U.S. champion as well. And I don't know if you guys are going to like this or not, but I think Carmelo Hayes is going to make a better United States champion than LA Knight did. And I'm not even talking about LA Knight holding it for 3.5 months. Whether, Melo holds the title for 3 months or 8 months, I just think Melo's going to be a better champion. So, again, maybe that's an unpopular opinion amongst you guys, but I'm more excited to see Melo with that title than when LA Knight had it. And I do think LA Knight should have held the title longer. I like Nakamura, but I think LA Knight should have held that title at least going into the early stages of 2025. I think LA Knight, obviously he was in the Rumble, right? And so was Nakamura, but I think they could have had that match at the Rumble, one of the few matches at the Rumble, and had Nakamura win it there, So we'll see. Hopefully, if Rusev comes back, he can use the Redeemer gimmick. Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice, Wiccan. We'll see. I feel like they won't let him do that, but that'd be nice. So we'll see. When do you think we're going to see Braun Breaker at WrestleMania? Well, we'll see him this year, right? Likely defending that title against maybe AJ Styles, possibly Penta, both. Maybe Sheamus, maybe Dom. I actually rather see Melo U.S. champion than LA Knight. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Rachel. I know we agree on most things, and that's definitely one that I think we have no problem saying. Guys, if you're new in here, welcome. Hit that thumbs up button, all right? Do me a favor, hit that like button. Doesn't cost you anything, I swear. Also, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm going to hang with you guys for at least another 7-8 minutes. Make it a half-hour stream. May hop on TikTok for a half hour as well or so. So, again, guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up button when you make your way in here. Subscribe, and I'll be on here tomorrow night, immediately following Friday Night SmackDown, full review of the show. So that'll be good. That'll be good, getting on here tomorrow night and picking up with some Friday Night SmackDown. Hopefully it's a good show, obviously. Hopefully it's a good show we got tomorrow night. Appreciate the few of you that subscribed to the channel in the last 20-25 minutes. Thank you guys for hitting that thumbs up. Remembering to hit that like button as well. So, LA Knight is getting stale, and they're not doing much for Nakamura. I agree, Wiccan. He's almost going out on a limb, which a lot of people liked last Friday's back and forth with Miz and LA Knight. I was not in that minority, that demographic, rather. I did not really care for the LA Knight and Miz back and forth last week. I thought it was too drawn out. I just thought it was boring. LA Knight's just trying to go off of sheer comedy. And sometimes LA Knight's got a very witty line, or he can be very funny at times. I'll give him that. But when he constantly tries to come with witty back and forths, I'm not here for it. I'm like, all right, man, could we move forward? Now, don't get me wrong, LA Knight Miz, I don't mind them having a couple matches amongst one another. If that were to be the case, right? But I didn't really care for that back and forth. Let's see here. That was hilarious when Braun Breaker speared the heck out of Dom. Yeah, he took him right down, right, Cal? Almost forgot the like button. No, that's okay, Rach. Thank you. Repackaged Nikki Cross. She's underrated. Charlie, I agree, man. This new Nikki Cross that we have right now is amazing. Probably the best looking part of this new Wyatt 6 faction. It's been out the last 6-7 months. She looks amazing with that whole Sister Abigail, or whatever you want to chalk it up to, look. Yeah, Rach, the LA Knight Miz part was just... I don't know, man. It didn't do anything for me. I'm not going to sit here and completely knock it, even though maybe I have, but I can't sit here and cheer the LA Knight Miz stuff or say that I want to see that. Again, if they're going to have a match, by all means, but if we're going to get that 6-8 minute back and forth, felt like freaking 15 minutes, I don't want to see that. Did you see Grayson Waller fighting that kid on Monday? No, I don't believe I did, Cal. I wish they'd do more with the Wyatt 6. Well, Rachel, I think the good thing with that is, and I think it's going to be the last... opportunity for them to really showcase the Wyatt 6 is when we get to see Alexa Bliss join that faction, right? That could be any day now. So Alexa, she's inevitably joining them. And when that day comes, hopefully we really get something cooking there. You want to see how they integrate Alexa Bliss. Me too, Wiccan. Again, at minimum, which I don't mind, because you see a lot of good friendships happen from feuds, right? Or rekindling, right? We saw Cesaro and Sheamus have a great series in 2016. After that, best of 5, best of 7, that started, I think, at SummerSlam or something that year. They went on to become the Bar, right? 4, 5, 6-time tag team champions. Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross, they have history. They've won the tag titles a couple of times. So at minimum, maybe Nikki and Alexa strike off having a feud for a little bit. And then it becomes a respect thing, even though Nikki's in this new strange gimmick. They're both a little deranged. We know Alexa can be, right? Maybe they have this common ground, this understanding, and then they bring Alexa into the Wyatt 6. That's how I would bring her in. It'll be like, oh, Nikki, hi, old friend. And then, Bo Dallas knows that Alexa, even though she turned on her brother Bray years ago at WrestleMania 37, costing him that victory. That was a terrible match with Randy Orton, if you want to call that a match, an RKO. And then Bray disappeared until October 2022, if you think about it. Gone a whole year and a half after that debacle for a lot of reasons, too. You know, he's going through a lot of issues and mourning, losing, you know, Luke Harper, Brody Lee. Um, but in addition to that, man, you know, I'm just curious if they could bring in the Nikki Cross being friends and former tag team champion with Alexa. They could bring Bo Dallas, you know, forgiving Alexa. And then, oh, you were with my brother Bray and they together for a little bit with their whole, you know, bit. You got Eric Rowan, Wyatt's the original Wyatt family member, may allow it. So there's a lot of ways to integrate Alexa Bliss. How would you feel if Roxanne Perez won the Chamber? I'd be shocked, Cal. I'd be happy for her though, but I'd be very surprised, man. I'll be very surprised if it's not Bianca Belair, right? I don't think it's Liv. We're kind of tired of that. She doesn't have Raquel in the match to help her, to help back her in that kind of scenario. So I'm not trying to be anything, but there's no doubt in my mind Sami Zayn loses. Yeah, I mean, I think Sami. We discussed that last night. You know, I think Sami Zayn loses at the Chamber as well. That would stink because 2 years ago he lost at the Chamber in Canada, and nonetheless, Montreal again to Roman Reigns for that Universal Championship. And so I think he loses again. It's KO, but that takes nothing away from Sami Zayn. He's phenomenal. But I think it's KO's time to get a big win going into Mania season, or to Mania itself, right? Guys, thanks for joining me here. I'm going to stick around for a couple more minutes, then may try to make my way over to TikTok for a little bit. If you're new in here, hit that like button, hit that thumbs up. Again, if you also are a new member in here, hit that subscribe button, hit the notifications bell. So every time I come on here, upload content, you get that reminder. And I will be back live here Friday night SmackDown review, immediately following SmackDown tomorrow. So around 11 p.m. or so Eastern time tomorrow, I will be on here, full review of the show, as we always do, Mondays and Fridays, full reviews of Raw and SmackDown, right here, immediately following those shows. Sort of like Nikki having flashbacks of them two together and trying to fight the memories. Yeah, absolutely. Something along those lines, Wicken. There's many of introductory ways. Like Alexa joining the Wyatt Six would not at all be random, right? And that's not even just basing it off of her and Bray having history. Again, Bo being the leader, Uncle Howdy, brothers with Bray, you know, Nikki and Alexa's history unto itself. There's a lot of ways and avenues you could travel here. After KO beats Sami Zayn, he definitely needs to get a title shot. Yeah, I mean, he may factor his way into a title opportunity again, at least sometime this year. Don't think he'll be immediate, but maybe he gets a couple of notable wins against the Sami Zayn and so on, and then we get something cooking there. All right, guys, going to hang here for another minute, then I'm going to make my way over to TikTok. Thank you for joining me. Again, I'll be here after SmackDown tomorrow night. Now's the time to hit that thumbs up, hit that like button, and also be sure to subscribe if you have not already. Thank you for joining me on this Thursday evening, guys. Again, you can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, X, or Facebook at Turnbuckle, TOPIX, Turnbuckle Topics. Same handle for all my social media sites. Just look for the logo, all right? Catch you later, Charles. Thank you for joining me. Nas, what's up, brother? It's all right, man. Hey, people got lives to live. It's all right. You can't make every live. Appreciate you being here, guys. Again, I'm heading out in a minute, guys. Now's the time to hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. I will be back here tomorrow night, immediately following Friday night SmackDown, as I am every Friday and Monday for After Raw and SmackDown. Yes, absolutely. R.I.P. Bray. What do you choose, McCool, for Hall of Fame or another female wrestler? You know, Wiccan, I'm okay with that. I mean, obviously, we talked about it a couple weeks ago. Victoria is a very notable name. We thought we'd see her maybe going in this year. I think she was at the Rumble, right? Like a lot of the big names. Or it might have been the Raw Netflix debut or the Rumble, whatever. Either or, Victoria was seen on WWE TV in 2025. So Victoria is one I'd like to see as well. Take nothing away from Michelle McCool at all. So again, guys, thank you for the likes. Hit that thumbs up button. Thank you for the subscribes. Do that now. I'm about to make my way out. And I will see you tomorrow, immediately following Friday Night SmackDown. For those of you on TikTok, I may head over there in a couple minutes for a half hour or so as well, like I did here. Again, guys, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your half hour. It's been an awesome time talking wrestling with you guys as always. Hopefully I answered your questions. And again, I will see you tomorrow night, immediately following Friday Night SmackDown. Take care.